The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What is happening, everybody? Good evening. It is finally Friday. I'm your host, the Appalachian American. Joining me, as always, my left-hand author, David the Applegate.
Greetings, fans, Ecodishes, and other cool units, especially the guys I just sent out an invite to. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is awesome stuff going on. Hope you're feeling better, Tommy. Get well soon. We did not send you poison mushrooms in the mail. I don't.
All right. Well, he's a knight of anime, the Anime Knight.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Hope you are having a wonderful Friday. Lots to talk about, but I'm good. But I can't say anything under NDA laws.
Last but not least, he's the all-seeing eye, the prime mover.
How can I follow any of that? Great intro by all the guests.
Played the fifth.
Last but not least, he came in just right now. Channel Dead Brian Late.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, since
up,
Justin's not here, I'm taking my pants off.
Okay, well, I'll let him know.
Oh, keep your shoes on, will you?
I'll keep my slippers on.
Hey, Phil TMNT.
Hey.
He says hello there. Hey there,
Phil.
Phil. We're having a party tonight, but what's weird is we're gonna be on our best behavior until 9:45. Then we're going to Rumble. We're gonna cut loose.
Throw the halo out the window.
Yep.
And that's when my shirt comes off.
All right. Well, Late, thanks for that. No wonder you didn't get invited to Horror Hound.
Yep, the timer's counting down. 45 minutes to late. Shirt off. Everybody's getting ready. Bolt.
Yeah. You can call us right now. We're taking phone calls, 540-232-9476. Call in, hang out, and talk to us. Tell us what you want us to talk about. We have quite a bit of things that we cannot talk about here. One thing that I think we can talk about is the moon. I heard that India went to the moon.
Okay.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of weeks ago, Russia sent a Lunar 25 probe to the moon, and it arrived about 3 days before the Indian probe. Now, the Russian one landed, and something interfered with the landing process or something, and it failed to fire its retros, and it crashed into the moon. But the Indian one is actually currently in orbit of the moon still, and it's beaming back photos of the dark side of the moon.
Now, is that dark side of the moon, is that where all the Decepticons are?
Yeah. They're showing the Decepticons having a party with all the aliens.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's going, is Epstein's list there? Nope. Okay, moving on. I actually saw that on Twitter this morning, that Epstein's list was actually trending higher than the Indian moon landing, which, wow.
Have they released it?
Twitter is like uncensored for a change. I don't know what's going on there, Twitter. What happened?
X, don't dead name.
Dead name. Well,
somebody
social.
somebody got arrested the other day. I mean, is that Do we care?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, speaking of arrests, a man in California has come up with an interesting way of getting shoplifters arrested.
Do tell.
You know the minimum you can be arrested for is $950, right?
Yes.
Well, he's priced everything at $951, and he hands out coupons at the checkout. So if you shoplift, you've stolen a pair. I mean, culturally enrich and redistribute wealth, you can be arrested.
Huh. Well,
Because
hey, I mean, the
technically-
liberals should be all on board for it.
Mhm.
And after all, it's Bidenomics, right?
Yeah, I'm paying forward.
And it's working well.
Yeah, they say they've got no choice but to arrest people for shoplifting because the ticket item price is indeed.
Yeah. Did you notice our thumbnail for today? Really funny. Let me see if I can put it up here.
Yeah, please do, because I can't see it.
Oh wait, it would help if I put it in the right section.
I only got
The overlay
yeah.
section.
a.
The thumbnail, and I can describe it for you if we need some clarification. You see, we have probably this subject right here in the upper left corner where there's 6 people. We could talk about that like on Rumble. Maybe the El Presidente. But if you look in the middle, you're gonna see the moon, and there's a 7-Eleven on it.
Well, that's just to quote Biden, right?
Well, no, this is because India went to the moon.
No,
I'm kind of surprised it's a 7-Eleven and not a McDonald's.
I figured it'd be it's got to be a gas station, man. It's India.
No, El Presidente said
That's
you can't go
racist.
to
I'm
a
sorry.
7-Eleven, man, without running into Kamala Harris. Well, that's why he picked her. So how about that Vijay? Did you see he owned Nikki Haley?
On the debate.
Yes, the debate.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Who won?
Can we say Trump?
Tucker Carlson did.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, 233 million viewers and counting.
Gosh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. It was
Jeez,
11
that's
million by
crazy.
the end of the debate, and by the end of the night, it was over 200 million. And this morning, it's still climbing.
Wow.
It is probably going to be the most watched video of all time, the way it's going.
That's insane.
He's got more viewers than Joe Rogan right now.
Well, because but looking back at just the debate, like, what do you guys think about like the debate, or did you guys even watch it?
I watched parts. Chris Christie was a.
I watched parts of it. Although it was fun seeing like get pounded into paste, though.
Oh yeah,
Who?
It's obvious. Chris Christie. It's obvious they're only to spoil VJ's rise.
Did you like when they were asking questions and Vivek Ramaswamy was just like bam, bam, bam every time, and then DeSantis was like,
like a clown.
Yeah.
He was
and Pence is just standing there looking stupid as ever.
Smug.
Well, he is stupid.
He's smug. He thinks he's got it in the. He's another Jeb Bush. He thinks he's got it in the bag.
Oh yeah. Totally,
He's another
totally
jab.
ridiculous.
He's showing signs of Biden. He hang out with him too much, and he's just feeling the effects from it.
Okay. You notice, and did you see how many times Brett Bear just rolled his eyes? I mean, it's another Chris Wallace moment.
Yeah. Well, I didn't actually watch. I didn't watch it. I just listened to it, so I didn't see all the eye rolling and whatnot.
Yeah, but Nikki Haley, she like jaw dropped a couple of times if you saw it. Like she was absolutely flabbergasted. You don't know anything about foreign policy. Like you lot failed. Bam! He's right though. They all failed. I mean, you haven't had any successes. Name a success.
So, who is Laura Loomer?
She's an activist.
She's a
Some
man,
call her a
baby.
Vocon. Some call her a
Is she-
Vocon.
Seriously?
Yeah, she fundraises off conservative issues, then she disappears into the woodworks.
Investigative journalist, founder of Loomered, author, former Project Veritas operative,
She got-
NCLU.org, America
got
First.
hit in the face with the lipo drug. Or not, what is that? Not lipo. What's that stuff they put the Botox?
Botox.
Yeah, her lips don't move, man.
Well, she posted this, and I find it rather funny.
Speaking of Project Veritas, the company collapsed.
Go figure.
Yeah, I think they're down to 2 employees, and they looking like appointing an administrator.
Come on, computer, what are you doing? Here we go, finally.
Well, Keith might be able to buy his old company back for $1. The irony, right?
Why is my computer acting up? I'm trying to show
Who knew
something.
Yeah. Who knew that firing the founder of the company would have all the donors to that company follow that founder to his new company?
StreamYard does not want to do today.
StreamYard has.
Oh, is it showing?
Yeah, it's
Showing
just slow.
something. I don't know what you're trying to
Showing
look
something,
for.
but it just keeps going backwards and forwards. It's not actually staying on
know.
the image.
Come on, stupid StreamYard. Cut it out. Just trying to share a meme.
I'm trying to be mean.
Oh. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? I'm watching the stream on Rumble. Okay, yeah. No. Can y'all see it now? I can see it
It's
now.
saying that Trump collecting his X monetization payout from one
Yeah, there
tweet.
you go.
Yeah.
Because he finally came back on Twitter.
Yep.
Finally, Dr. Coffinails has come back. Or come
Greetings.
on. What's up, Dr. Coffinail?
Oh, I've been hither and yon. Went to Horror Hound last weekend.
Was that fun?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You
I
guys
saw
got to
that
come
you and
next
Adam
time.
Shawhan were sitting beside each other at the
Yeah.
dinner table.
Yeah, we were.
I was ready to. That would have been nice to hang out with y'all.
Yeah, we were. Was there a dinner shot? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he showed me a video where he was kind of painting
Oh.
around the room, and I noticed that you were sitting beside him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was. That was a nice dinner.
Yeah.
Took forever for the food to get there, but I'm not going to complain.
I'm interested in going next year.
Yeah, it was very nice. Very nice time. I wish I could have gone more than one day. I just went Saturday. And I thought it's Indianapolis. It's only an hour away, so I just drove down and drove back. But I really need to get a room next time so I can join the fun, because I left after I left the restaurant. It was almost 11, and they were still going to a cigar bar after that. So I missed out on that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh wow!
Guys are asking to take it, fine, and I agree with them on a lot of shit. Especially 20 but that's how I was like, hey Jim, I'm gonna follow you on Twitter. Oh,
Yeah, there I am.
You let a woman sit at the table. What the heck's going up with that?
That's
Do what?
that's
So where
Etep's
was that?
wife. That's Etep's
So where was
wife.
Where was that?
That was at St. Elmo's Steakhouse in Indianapolis.
Huh, I don't remember seeing those things on the table before.
You been there?
My
You've been there,
utensils?
Lee?
Yeah, I've been there several times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, utensils.
Yeah.
The red thing on the, but it's been a while.
It looks like the red things on the table look like lamp covers.
Now, the first time we went, Jeremy Paraboom was the one who suggested we went there. First time we were in
Okay.
Indy.
No, that's cool.
I haven't been there in probably 25 years, but yeah, I've been there a few
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, it's we were underdressed the first time, and so we dressed up the second time.
Yeah,
But I
That
don't
was-
have a coat and tie. I would have felt out of place there.
that was Suit Saturday.
So, do you guys have to wear suits all day long?
We did. I just did for the hell of it.
Oh gosh.
I
Yeah.
just
Like,
got
I
a
got
new
a
suit,
suit.
so it was pretty comfortable because I just bought a new one because I'm thinking of some job interviews, so I needed a new one
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, like I've got a suit that I'm gonna wear, but I just don't think I want to wear it all day.
It wasn't that bad, except when you were outside in the incredibly hot heat. But other than that, it wasn't that bad.
I sweat easy, so like it wouldn't be fun for me.
So who are some of the
Yeah.
headliners?
They had a lot
Cooler?
of people there. That I thought the only one I really met, because I really didn't take too much time meeting celebrities, was Tom Holland, not the Spider-Man Tom Holland, but the director of Fright Night, the director of what else has he done? Psycho 2. He's done another big one, but I can't think of it right offhand. But Fright Night's good enough for me. He's a really nice
That's
guy.
cool.
And that, who else did they have? They had a lot of people. They had the guy from American Werewolf from London was there. They supposedly
Tom
had
McNaughton?
Tom
McNaughton?
Yes, I think so. Yes, or
Yes.
David Naughton, I think it was. But
David Naughton, sorry.
and I saw him, but I didn't meet him. Of course, I almost ran into Butch Patrick, Eddie Munster. He's always there. I was almost run over him for some reason because he's so short. But and then who else did I see? There was a ton of people there. I wanted to meet Tom Skerritt. If you know who that is, he's an alien. He's in a ton of stuff.
He's in Top Gun. He's
Yeah,
Viper.
he's in Top
Yeah.
Gun. Yeah, exactly.
He's Mr. Second Place, but like
Mhm.
if you're going to be the best at if you're going to be best at being second place, I mean,
Right. There you go.
Yeah. Be best at it. I mean, I'm not taking away from it. It's just he's just done so well for himself
Right.
as being that guy who's been
Oh, yeah.
in every movie as the second
He,
guy.
he was
you know?
he was an Up in Smoke, for crying out loud. Tom Skerritt was.
Ooh, Michael Ironside.
Yeah. I did not see him there.
He's another one who's been good at being Mr. Set. Well, he's had a few leading roles, but
Right.
he's another one who's good at being in everything.
Kathy Najimy seemed to be the busiest.
Tom
From
Skerritt.
from Hocus Pocus, she seemed to have the longest
Call
line.
Sign Viper.
Yep.
Yeah, you see his
Wow.
face,
Oh,
and
I
you
could
recognize
Cartwright
him in a
from
lot of
Alien.
stuff.
Yep. She was in Alien too.
Yep.
Dude, I would have loved to have met that dude, Tom Skerritt. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. I just didn't take the time to meet him. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You may not get a chance again because he's getting up there. Yeah, David Naughton was there. Griffin Dunn was supposedly there. I didn't see him. Yeah, most of those people I didn't see. I didn't see Amy Donald. I saw her booth, but she was never there when I went by. And I never saw George Wendt, which I'm kind of mad about. I never saw him there.
Oh, Norm.
Yeah, I think he's there mainly
Wow.
because he's in the movie House, which is a horror movie, but most people know him as Norm.
Will Fitchner, that'd have been cool.
I did not see him there either.
Oh, Fitchner, yeah, he's awesome.
He's great.
Black Hawk Down.
Booker
And I'm so
T.
mad I did not get to meet Booker T, and I'm so mad. The guys met him later, I guess.
Shawhan sent me a
Either-
video. That was cool.
Yeah. I like
There's Tom Holland.
Booker
Okay,
T
cool.
quite a bit. I'm mad I didn't get
Fitchner, was it? Did he play the crooked banker in one of the Batman in the Dark Knight
he was
movies?
really-
I don't know
Yes,
if he
he
was the
did.
crooked one, but he was the one that pulled the
With
gun
the
out.
shotgun? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the banker for the.
Who?
You know who you're robbing?
Who? Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
I think he did.
Huh.
It was a lot of fun. I got interviewed by Dion and Jeff, so I don't know if I'm going to appear on a video later. They were asking me questions about who's the best TV dad, who's the best, what's the best vampire movie, that kind of thing. It was fun. I did not see Tom Savini there. I saw his table, but
So, who did you think the best vampire was?
the best vampire movie. The two
Yeah.
choices were Fright. Well, I don't want to. Well, it was. I chose Fright Night. I think that's the best. The best one of the choices I was given. It's definitely.
I haven't seen it. Because I like the older vampire movies better.
Right. I like the older ones too.
What's it? Christopher Lee is like the vampire. Like he is. The peak
I've got
vampire.
all of those. I've got all the Hammer horror.
Yeah.
I've got all the Peter Cushing Frankenstein ones. Those are all great.
Cushing. Yeah.
Cushing is great.
So they have another one in September, Pasadena.
Oh, they do. I'm not going to Pasadena.
No, I'm not going either. But it says they have the feature
Oh.
event September 30th through October 1st,
I didn't know
Pasadena,
that.
and then March 22nd to the 24th in
I
Cincinnati.
might go to the Cincinnati one, but I'll definitely.
Don't think I'll be available to do that, but I'm pretty sure I can make the next Indianapolis. It seems like Indianapolis is the bigger one. Is that correct?
I think the Cincinnati one might be
Well-
about at least as big or bigger. I don't know.
Where was it this year? Was it back in the hotel or was it in the convention center?
It was in the convention center, so it was really big. But
Yeah, it's bigger than the Cincinnati one.
Yeah.
But it might been smaller because they haven't done it in like 3 years.
I could kick myself for only going Saturday. I bought a weekend pass, and I only went Saturday because things kept preventing me from going on Friday and Sunday. But I definitely want to go all 3 days next year.
Tommy and I have discussed getting a. We're going to try to do some hotels. I asked Adam like where they usually stay. I think if we could all kind of pull together and get reservations for like a group, they may give us a group discount.
That'd be nice. They stayed at the Marriott there, which is connected to the convention center.
Right. And he was like, yeah, it doesn't include parking and there's no continental breakfast. And I was like, well, I can tell you right now that's going to be a no for me because I want a continental breakfast. And I mean, it's just stupid.
It's a ripoff. That's a ripoff.
Yeah, I forget where we stayed previously, but it was quite a hike from because when it was in the hotel, because there's like 3 hotels that kind of come together and share a parking garage.
It's a walk, and I was in a parking garage across the street, and it was like it's a long walk.
Yeah,
just
once you
to
even
get
get
from
in the
that.
convention center building, it's like 2 blocks.
That building,
Indoors.
that building is huge. I mean, it's like walking through the Dallas airport or something. It's pretty huge.
Yeah. So, but the one in Cincinnati is essentially it's in the Sharonville Convention Center, but that's pretty small.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you're packed in on top of one another. It's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when, before COVID, that's the way the one in Indy was growing. And they outgrew the old facility, and then they were in the convention center. And that was the year that Jeff brought all, he was doing the Tales from the Post Office Box and all that. And he had all this stuff that, well, you were there.
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah. Then we opened, and I was handing him all the stuff, and then I had to, so I dragged it all over there, and I dragged it all back. You know,
right.
At least my beer, the bottles were being tossed away, but yeah, I forget how many. I think I brought like 100 and it's over 100 bottles, but I think it was like 130 bottles of beer and left 60 of them. Something like that. I don't remember that now, but
that many beers. I'm surprised if you did remember.
Yeah. Well, I didn't drink them all. Dr. Coffindales could tell you we were giving them out to. And the one on Saturday we had the.
I did miss your beer. I did miss your beer this year, Brian. I'll tell you that.
Well, sorry, man. Maybe next year I won't be such a lazy twat and actually make it.
Are you,
but,
are you planning on coming next year?
Yeah, I hope to. Just gotta, see what's going on. But yeah, and like my wife's up in Cincinnati this weekend, so her car broke down halfway near Blacksburg, Virginia.
Oh, jeez.
So
how is it the halfway point?
It's not halfway. It's only 2.5, 3 hours up the road. She was meeting my son's girlfriend. She lives in Richmond, and they were going to meet there because she didn't want to drive the whole distance herself. Today's my son's birthday. I guess I should have called him. But happy birthday, Zach.
Oops.
But she stopped for gas and the car wouldn't restart. And they say it's the alternator, and I could have sworn we had that replaced about 3 or 4 years ago, but maybe it was the starter or something. So, but it's a Hyundai Santa Fe. It's approaching 200,000 miles. So
that's why I always rent a car when I'm going more than 60 miles or so.
Yeah. But yeah, that would have been cheaper than getting it repaired.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to take that into consideration, because if we go to Indianapolis, that's a 10-hour drive.
Yeah.
I have a 20-year-old car that I use, so I wouldn't trust it that far.
Yeah.
Well, I was planning on driving my wife's Subaru, but I don't want to go that far and have something break down.
Right. It might make it. I mean, Subarus are pretty reliable. I hate to say this, but compared to American cars, they're pretty reliable, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, what was nice about the one in Sharonville when I lived in Cincinnati was I could go home, right? But it also seemed to be every year my wife, because that one was in. Was that the one that was in April, March?
Cincinnati's usually March.
Yeah. But yeah, almost every time my wife was out of town, so I always had to deal with the dogs. But quite often it worked out because I couldn't get there early enough. And Nick would say, "Hey, can you get ice on the way?" Or, "Hey, can you get this or that?" So that was cool. But yeah. Anyway, but they're a good time.
That's the important part.
Benny Johnson released the new Trump campaign. Just released a stunning new ad, and it's pretty 1980s.
Oh, that's the one with the redone Pizza Hut stuff.
Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Donald Trump. We're all cut from the same cloth, and that cloth is very, very large. It's not too big, is it?
Hey.
Hey, yourself.
It's wrong.
Ivanka.
It's so right.
And it's a deal.
Not too big, is it?
Impressive deals. I like that.
Product placement.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of 80s stuff.
But a lot of it's everything. It's always yeah.
Well, there's his wife number 2.
Yeah.
No, you're really beautiful.
Oh yeah.
A woman that looks
Tab. Do they even make that anymore?
See, this is what
Was
the,
it
this is
good,
what the
Tab?
feminists hate. Beautiful women, strong, independent women who are having fun. Oh no, we cannot have that. We gotta make you feel oppressed.
No.
We're gonna fight for you, oppressed woman.
Yeah, nobody's allowed to have fun until they have fun, and their only fun is making everybody else miserable. That's the irony.
Dennis
of
Dennis
Leary.
Leary.
God, if I
Yeah.
could go back in time and bag one of these women, I
Back
would.
when he was a Democrat. Trump, that is.
Yeah.
Because he went
Oh,
back and
yeah.
forth. He was Democrat, he was Republican. Dude.
It was a Democrat and a ladies' man, and they didn't say anything until he wasn't a Democrat anymore.
I would imagine that he's probably still
Marla
like
Maples.
Back when
somewhat
he was a beloved celebrity.
right.
Tab
Because he was
is-
hardcore for Hillary Clinton in 2012.
Yeah, actually Hillary asked him to run, and now she's fuming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally back on
Tab was
Twitter.
replaced by By the way, Tab was replaced by Diet Coke
Oh, really?
because it essentially is Diet Coke. It was just
Really?
rebranding. Yeah.
Because I know back in the 80s, too, there was a
Right.
big
They
fad where it
changed.
had
They've changed
calcium
the
in it.
formula. They changed the formula several times. Nobody noticed, but it's.
I remember they had, added calcium. I could have sworn Diet Coke and Tab
Saccharin.
were out at the same time.
They were
They
out
had
for a year
saccharin.
together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because,
eventually-
didn't
the
Diet
sales.
Coke for a while have NutraSweet or something?
Yeah,
Probably.
that was
Swirl of Death?
one had one and one had the other, and
Yeah.
everybody went with Diet Coke, so Tab was taken off the market. But it was essentially originally it was developed to be a Coke replacement, and they were going to phase out Coke for Tab, but Tab would never reach the sales that they wanted, and they kept changing the formula. And despite their test audience, they couldn't get past that public perception that Coke is it. Remember that ad? Coke is it.
Yeah.
That
It's the real thing and all that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Coke is it, the real thing. Then it was Summer of Fun. The Summer of Fun saw the Coke pass 100 million sales or something, and Tab went from like 20, 10, 9, 8. So yeah, at one point Tab was going to be in Pizza Hut, then but Pepsi bought it.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
1950 something. It started 1963 rather.
It was originally developed because Coke was having supply issues, and they needed a product to fill that market gap. Otherwise, they would lose to other cola products.
So 2020 is when it was discontinued. Wow, I didn't realize it lasted that long.
It was in other countries, if you take notice.
Oh, okay.
Where Coke was banned in India and stuff like that. That's where Tab was marketed, in countries where Coke was banned, because they wouldn't turn over the formula. And then they came up with a deal to for
What about
product
Fresca? Is that still
disclosure.
around?
Oh,
Which
wow.
one?
Yes, it is.
Fresca.
You can find it at Walmart, at your local Walmart.
I mean, Sam never made a ripoff of it and called it,
Fresco.
I'm sure. I mean,
You know. White
Uh,
Lightning and all that.
isn't that kind of like White Claw with its White Claw tastes like mango? White Claw tastes like TV static and somebody screaming mango in the other room. That's what it was.
Yeah, I want some of that.
I
Sounds great.
actually forget the name of the product, but it was big for about a year, and Coca-Cola made a soft drink version of it called Mother. Do you remember that?
No.
And it was some superfruit or something, and like it was such a bomb because Mother is basically diabetes in a can, and they had to take it off the market real quick.
Yeah, all of that stuff, diabetes in a can.
No,
Diabetes.
but I'm talking about the sodium and the sugar levels were like pretty
Yeah.
much pour it out and leave it in the sun and it's crystallized.
Oh wow.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
that's a thing. Yeah, that is one of the things a lot of people don't realize is how much sodium is in there to make you thirsty.
Oh
Keep
yeah.
you, that
Yeah.
and the sugar keep you drinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the actual so-called superfruit wasn't even like 0.00%. It was like we waved it over the vat.
There was a case in the parking lot.
Yeah. It was like, it was like lawsuit galore pending,
Yeah. Now I will
And
say this:
hello-
when I lived in Germany in the '80s, the Coca-Cola was a lot better than what we got here
Oiler Greg in the house.
because it still had sugar in it.
Hey, what's
Oiler
up, boy, Greg? What's happening, man? We are switching to Rumble at 9:45, so you have about 7 minutes.
Now,
if
will
you
this
like, I would send you a Rumble link.
will this stream? Is there any way to like do this, do YouTube and Rumble at the same time, and then just drop YouTube? Is that what?
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
gonna
what
do.
he can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Rumble
on-
ex- We're going Rumble
I'm on-
exclusive.
We
I'm
don't
on
have to do anything
Facebook.
on our end, do we?
No,
Mm-hmm.
nope.
Okay.
Y'all won't notice the difference. I can see there's 6 different destinations right now: Facebook, YouTube, Rumble,
Oh.
and then y'all's David and Lape's Twitch.
Oh, we're
And
both
my
twitching.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, do I need to drop that?
Now I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I can all do it just with one click of a button.
Oh wow, you've got the power.
Yeah.
Remember all the gurus in the 80s and 90s using that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins.
I love that
what a
song.
crook.
I just heard that song on the radio today. What a coinky dink.
Oh man. I'm
What you want,
surprised
Egg?
Tony Robbins has never been done for fraud. I really am.
Yeah. Oh, is this what
He must have good lawyers.
is this
Sam
what you're
Bankman-Fried
talking
doesn't.
about, David? Oh, I don't know how
What's his-
small this
what?
is.
Well, I don't know.
That's what she said.
Mhm.
Click on that.
Yeah,
That's
to
pretty
do it,
small.
yeah.
That's Mother Energy drink.
That's the one.
Australia's
original.
original refreshing energy
Mhm.
drink.
Yeah.
Yo, I almost dropped myself out of this. Like, I almost hit the X. Whoops.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
don't do that.
Yeah, I know.
No, but
That's
yeah.
still on the market. You can win over $5,000 in travel vouchers.
Okay, what happened is they changed it to blueberry and raspberry and made sure it said flavoring on the can, and they
Oh,
dropped
okay.
the sodium percentage and sugar percentage to just below UN acceptable, which is still too high, but you know.
Yeah, there's Original Passion, Epic Swell, Frosty Berry, Key Wine
Yeah.
Sublime, Lava Guava. There's Zero Sugar and Zero Sugar Razzleberry.
Yeah. And if you think it hasn't got less salt content in the no sugar,
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, certain things are really slow for me tonight. And this website's one of them. Well, maybe it's because it's coming from Australia. I don't know.
you know
It's a-
whenever you go to the supermarket, you see all these big stacked at the start of every season. You see stacked coffee machines, stacked heaters, stacked fans, depending on the season, right? You see all these stacked appliances.
Mm-hmm.
The company that makes those just closed in China.
Mm.
You think a company making all those mini appliances for Walmart would be recession proof, but nope, they just closed due to falling orders in the US by 39%.
Yeah, we're headed for something.
Yeah. It's got to be bad when Walmart is cancelling orders for all the cheap garbage that they put out the front every season.
Yeah.
Mhm. I probably see Walmart as the next one to be hit.
I don't know, because I heard, don't know if this is true or not, but they've brought in a factory conversion specialist. I mean, a warehouse conversion specialist.
Whoa! 101 grams of sugar per can.
Yeah, it's a bloody maximum you can have.
Holy crap!
Yep.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And they get away with it because they put a warning on the can. If you can find it and read it. But it's there.
Original mothers, yeah.
You can still buy original, but it's still not with the amount of sugar of the original.
311 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah. Still less than Jolt. I think Jolt was 380. And then they had double Jolt. Anybody remember Jolt?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, we got 2 minutes. I want to run and go get me some water. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Wow.
Jolt is the stuff that basically truckers used to use when caffeine pills weren't available.
Yeah.
I remember
when
Jolt.
no dose wasn't around, you just drink Jolt.
Yeah, and just push the truck to the next truck stop.
I'll be right back, and we'll get something to drink too before we begin, because we're gonna be in a long discussion.
Yeah, we're basically folks join us at Rumble. I mean, we talk about what we talk about there because every time we talk about the stuff we want to talk about on YouTube, we get recommended to less than 6 people.
Or what we talking about is
That's
what
the
we're talking
algorithm,
about.
God.
The link that you sent. David?
Yeah. We'll send.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be on the other side of the wall. Yes.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Have you already talked about India putting a probe on the moon?
Yeah.
And we made the 7-Eleven jokes too. Yeah, I thought
none of like being
a long list of stuff.
There's going to be a
Rusty.
tremendous markup on that moon probe, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry. I'm sure there's a call center on the moon now.
Well, apparently my dogs need to go out yet again. So
I'm gonna try to make a transition, so that way people don't, can know. Hey, we'll move over there. Check it out. There's a link that's in the chat for YouTube and Facebook. That's all put out there in the chat. If you're watching on Rumble, which there's 3 people over there, you won't notice a difference. But yeah, we're out of here. YouTube. We got stuff we want to talk about, and I don't think it's gonna fit your parameters. I don't want to. We got things to talk about. It ain't very kosher. I mean, it's important for today's time, but YouTube, you don't care. So, I guess in the great words of Steven Crowder, piss off, YouTube.